Hey guys, I'm just gonna be going over my Aimlab settings, some of the things that I'm doing, and why I'm even doing Aimlabs in the first place on controller, as you see. Um, but one of the first things I'm always asked about Aimlabs, even though I just started doing it, is how do you match your sensitivity? Well, the thing about you can always use your sensitivity finder to help you find the right sense for you, but it's not really about matching your sensitivity. It's more about building stick control and being more comfortable with being precise and tracking your enemies. And that'll just carry over to any sensitivity you use. And using a wide range of sensitivity is often beneficial than just sticking to one. For instance, if you go, you can just go through my settings first. So I am on just the basic Aimlab game profile. Got this right here. And then I only really bother about my hip fire sensitivity to try to for the whole tracking purpose, because I've never really aimed down sights in like any scenario. But for the super fast tracking scenarios, I go with 1.5. For the more mid-range tracking, not super fast, I go about 1.2. And for the super small precise dots, I go about 0.8. But yeah, so here's my controller sensitivities. The ADS doesn't really matter. Dead zone, mixtures on custom, and then I'm on linear. Crosshair, this is what I got right here. But I'll be giving some credit down below to a person I got these sensitivities from. So you guys can see who I'm modeling my stuff off of, and it's pretty much the same. And then targets, make sure you have custom RGB on. And then audio doesn't really matter. I usually have the music off, but you can make your own custom sounds for certain stuff, but I just have it on this. Graphics doesn't really matter. But if you are wondering why it looks like this with the black bars on top, it's because in the game, my main game, the finals, I run stretch res. So I'm just trying to keep it consistent. When I'm actually inside of an exercise, it's not like this. It's actually full screen. So it's not nothing to worry about. Yeah, but yeah, it shouldn't be too big of a performance draw. Visuals. And then game. I have a weapon. That's something you gotta turn on. Certain binds, really nothing you gotta really do for this. You shouldn't really need to really change anything. Unless you have certain bindings you want to switch to. Skins doesn't really matter either. Valorant, not gonna worry about that. But what I usually do is simply just do the benchmarks. So here's one thing about Aimlabs is you have to use your controller using either down arrows or the stick. Sometimes for me, the stick is kind of weird. But in order to actually go into a game mode. So if you were just to click this with my mouse, I would be locked. See, like I'm pushing pressure on my sticks, and it's not letting me do anything. So now I actually have to use my mouse. So simply just go back to the main menu. Go back to benchmarks. And then I have to actually click on what I want to do. Let's see. I think I'm on 0.8 right now. Let me check. No, I'm on 1.5. Okay, this is like my fast sensitivity. So we can try. I just hopped on the game. We can try snitch track. Let's see. This is a really hard one, but Now, if I had too low of sensitivity, I couldn't catch up to him. I've only been aimlabsing for about 3 days now. So, nowhere near am I too comfortable with it yet. I wonder how far off this will be of my actual personal best. Yeah, almost 300 less. Just because I'm not warmed up yet. But if you were to get Aimlabs Plus, it can show you a bunch of stuff right here on what you did wrong. It'll give you a certain sensitivity it wants you to kind of use. But yeah, these benchmarks, it's a really good way to test yourself, go throughout the ranks. You'll usually start out as entry, but unless you do really good, I think you can start at intermediate, depending on your rank, and then you can progress to the ranks. But yeah, obviously it's gonna be harder. There's no aim assist. It's gonna be harder on controller. It's gonna be it's not really useful to compare yourself to a person on KBM. You can't really be as precise, so you know you're gonna be at a disadvantage. But it's not really about that. It's more about getting better for your own personal benefit. But another really cool thing I like was this Apex Stair 1v1 right here. Remember, you have to click it with your stick to make sure you're in controller mode. So I think like there's not really a whole lot. There is a couple the finals playlists. It's not very many, but I think anything Apex related would work for the finals. Any custom playlists made for Apex. But I really like this one personally. Especially since you can move around. Usually you can't really move around in majority of those scenarios. So this is really nice because you can kind of strafe a little bit. Follow the movement of the enemy. Now there is like 1v1s in this game mode, but you don't actually like fight. You just compare your score in the same scenario. But obviously there's a good chance you go against someone on KBM and you're going to be at a disadvantage. Oh wow, new high score. Type shit. But yeah, that's really about it. Just really, it's about building stick control, being more comfortable, being more precise, getting used to tracking, identifying movements. You know, I feel like I've already seen progress. Obviously, I've increased throughout the ranks. I started in entry. I started here, and I was originally gold, or I guess I was silver at one point. Went to gold, and then I hit platinum, and now I'm intermediate at topaz in about 3 days. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If anyone has any questions or wants like more information, I'm gonna put a Discord down below. That's my that I joined for controller players for aim training, and they have like a Paul I put down below a YouTube series that this guy made about Aimlabs on controller as well. That'd be very helpful. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Good luck.